Okay.
This person is clearly your friend and they stop texting you to hang out and start texting your boyfriend.
Oh God, red flag. Do not text my boyfriend.
Family members of your current spouse insist on having a relationship with the ex. Girls who only have brothers.
Yes.
They're a walking red flag.
Red flag. 50/50 podcast. Hi everyone, I'm Yas.
And I'm Yel.
And welcome back to 50/50.
Yes, welcome back to 50/50. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You're already here. Before you forget, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we have new episodes out every single week.
Every week, guys, on Wednesdays.
Yes.
So let's get into today's episode. As you guys see the title,
Yeah.
It says all about red flags.
Yeah, we want to talk about some red flags that are like friendship red flags, relationship red flags, also just like general, just like people that are sketchy because of these things that they do.
So I would say like in general, just like maybe relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
Any
All kinds
kind of relationships. Exactly.
Exactly, yeah. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about things that have been going on this week because just recently, well, this past week, it was the Met Gala.
Yep. It was the Met Gala, and
Yeah.
that was fun. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. We watched it together, which I feel like that's the first time that we watched it together because I always like to watch it, but I feel like you'll watch it at your house, I'll watch it at my house, and then we
Yeah.
kind of like talk about it, but I don't think we ever really watched it together. So that was cool to get to watch it together.
Yeah, I think we have watched it maybe once before.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But it was fun to watch anyways. And do you have any of your favorites?
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I think my favorite actually is Kendall Jenner. I really liked her dress. I know that it was like more on the simple side, everybody was saying, and like nothing like too crazy, but I feel like she fit the theme. Like the theme was Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion, but it was like the dress code says it was like the Garden of Time.
Okay.
So that's why I had like the garden theme in it and all that. And
A lot of people came with like flowers and like birds.
exactly.
Stuff.
And I feel like a lot of people are saying like this were like ethereal.
Yeah.
So they were like, in like that, a lot of people did come dressed that way too.
Kind of like whimsical.
Whimsical, exactly, yeah. And I liked it. I liked this theme a lot. This year, I think even better than the past years that I can remember. But yeah, so I really like Kendall Jenner. I think hers was like good. Like I said, pretty simple, but I really just liked her whole look. Like her hair, everything, I feel like it went good with the theme, in my opinion.
I liked it too. I really like her. I liked her makeup. I liked her hair. I liked just everything. I liked the dress. I liked all of it. But I didn't think it was that on theme.
Okay.
I loved it, but I didn't think it was that on theme because I know with these kind of stuff, I feel like it's more like costume like.
Yeah.
That's
you
what they
go like all out too.
Yeah.
They want you to go all out.
And so, you know, for me, I don't know. I find it very like I said, it's a lot of costume like stuff. So it's not my I don't know, preference of how to dress. I know it's like couture and all that stuff, but I guess that maybe I just don't really like that too much.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I love seeing like the designers because they put in all their time, energy, efforts, so much time to do all this stuff. So it's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it is beautiful to see. And it is crazy how much time they put in because they say like all these different stories like after working on it for months and months, they're like they spent like 1,082 hours on it. And it's just like insane how long they spend making these dresses and everything. But yeah, it's fun to see. And I definitely agree with you. It's like, it's very like, it is costumey because it's like things that you wouldn't wear anywhere else, like
ever.
What, yeah, exactly. So the Met Gala is like the time to like take a risk and like wear these things that are more on the theme, and that's what I like about it too, though. Because I feel like you're supposed to wear dresses that like you wouldn't just wear to the Oscars or like the Grammys or something like that.
Yeah,
and that's what I feel like. And I know J-Lo has gotten a lot of critique, and poor J-Lo,
yes,
she's been getting a lot of critique all around.
Yeah,
but she got a lot of critique for her dress too, because I feel like what she wore, I liked it. I loved the dress; it looked good on her and everything. But I feel like it's her typical, like what I feel like we could see her wearing that at the Oscars, for example.
She wears that anytime there's like a red carpet. That's that's exactly like the look that she goes for every single time. I feel like her makeup is the same, her hair is the same, her dress, her outfit is the same.
Yeah.
You know, I would have loved to see her step out of her comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to be out of your comfort zone, but that would be nice to see something a little bit different. And I bet she would have had everybody talking even more about her because she would have stepped out. Another person that also always plays it safe, I would say, is Kylie Jenner.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like her dress too. Yeah. Like even the past years, I feel like she always goes with this look that is very like safe. And especially this one, it was very almost like a wedding gown to me. Like
yeah. Many people have been saying that's like a wedding.
Exactly. So, I mean, she looked good. It was fine. But I didn't think it was even that much of a like garden theme or like Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion. Like I didn't see that.
I bet if it was the same thing, maybe like with just like a lot of tulle.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have made it more like whimsical kind of looking.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a beautiful dress.
Yeah.
But I just felt like you said, not on on theme.
Yeah, it could be like for any other red carpet.
Exactly.
Yeah,
red carpet or wedding or anything like that.
And since they're on the like the Kardashian Jenners anyways, Kim K,
oh my God,
she had us confused, and
she did have everybody confused.
Even the commentators, they were just like, and they know, that's why I'm like, I don't know if they're playing or they really didn't know, but usually the commentators that are there on E! News, that's where we were watching it.
Yeah.
They know ahead of time what everybody's wearing, because the designers will like submit their ideas, I guess, or like they just let people know exactly what everybody's wearing, and they know like little back of the behind the scenes details. Like it took this long. Like they're the ones who tell us all this information. And even they were like, was she supposed to wear that sweater? Because it was just like, it was something so weird. Like her dress was so glam.
Yeah.
And then the sweater looked like a raggedy sweater. That's just the truth.
It even had like little balls, like,
yeah, like it really worn in.
Like a really worn in sweater. That was just something, I don't know. I didn't like it. I like the dress. Kind of, because that's another thing. She also did the same thing, I feel like she did last year.
Yeah,
like
with the corset.
With the corset and like having her waist like so tiny, which I feel like that cannot be comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't even know. She looked uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She didn't look like she was even able to take a deep breath.
Yeah. Well, I've watched her show like other Met Galas. Like they've put it on like their show, The Kardashians. And she has said in the past that like she literally can't breathe. Like she can't even take a sip of water because of how tight her corset is. And I'm just like, I know people, you know, they go to great lengths for like the look and everything, but I'm like, man, I'm like, at the bare minimum, you should be able to breathe.
I don't know. I didn't like that whole thing.
Yeah.
But like you said, at least breathing
exactly
is important.
And she had us confused because everybody, like the whole time we were there, we're just like, and everybody online too, they were like, was she supposed to wear that sweater? Was there some type of malfunction that she was covering? And no, it ended up being that was planned.
That's how it was. And even the way she was holding it was so interesting, because like she kind of let go of it and then she had to like retie, like maneuver her hands or something. Like I don't know. I felt like if it was meant to be that way, then it should have been pre-tied or something for her, like sewn in, or I don't know, something that she can like release her hands, because that was just awkward that she had to be holding it like.
Exactly. And apparently it was part of the look. Like that was like the design. That was what the designer had in mind and everything. But I'm just like, even a different sweater. I'm like, really? You had to go with like that sweater?
A raggedy sweater. But, you know, she had people talking about her. So, you know, in the end, I guess it worked.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people say. So if people are talking about you, you know, good or bad, at least they're talking. So.
Exactly. So there you go. All right. So let's get into the episode. Let's get into all these red flags that we have.
Yes. Let's get into all these red flags.
Okay.
Okay. So, you start first.
Okay. So the first red flag, I'm going to go into like relationships.
Okay.
Okay. So the first red flag that I have is if your significant other's family stays BFFs with their ex and they stay in like constant communication. So basically, like, let's say your boyfriend's mom or sister stays in constant communication with your boyfriend's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, huge red flag.
That's a red flag for me.
That's a huge red flag. Yeah, because that's just weird. That's just weird. It makes things awkward because why are you holding on? Yeah.
Why are they holding on? Like, obviously the son
has moved on. Yeah.
So, or daughter or whoever it is, but you know, the spouse or significant other, whatever, their family is still holding on to that past relationship.
Yeah.
Why?
That is weird. And that makes things awkward even for like the new girlfriend or boyfriend coming in, because it's like, if they're bringing them up, like the family, you know, like even brother, sister, whatever it might be, if they're bringing up the past person, it just brings awkwardness, because like, why you have to bring them up? Then you're gonna be like, oh, who's that? And or you already know that name, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just so weird. And also that like brings up another question, like how long can those relationships really last? Because after like a couple breaks up, how long can like that person's family stay friends or have any type of relationship with like your ex? Do you know what I mean? Like, because that is just like, I feel like that can't last.
And at this point, what are you even talking about?
Exactly. What are you even talking about?
Because your relationship all started because of your son, your daughter.
Yeah.
That's how the relationship started.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you talking about now?
That's all you have in common, like that.
That's all that you ever had in common,
that
like
person.
Especially because, you know, there's a big age difference.
Yeah.
Like, especially a mom and their significant other, or a dad and the significant other.
Yeah.
That's weird. And then what the heck is happening with like the sister or the brother? Why are they still in touch with the ex?
Yeah. And what's the purpose of that? Is it truly because they're like such great friends? Because if they're super great friends.
I mean, find another friend. That's what I say.
Another friend. For real. No, but if they're super great friends, I would have to like, I don't know. I kind of doubt that, because I'm like.
It can't be.
Yeah. Because if, I don't know. There's like so many situations out there, but I just feel like kind of disrespectful for the new person too.
Yeah. And worse, if they invite them over.
Oh God. And you're there.
That, That seems like kind of like in the movies, they kind of do that stuff.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
do.
oh, Sally was just amazing or something,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
bring in the ex.
Exactly.
They do that like in the Hallmark movies when they do
Yes.
like the prince and whatever.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
He marries like the common girl,
Uh-huh.
whatever.
And like the villain of the movie will like bring in the
Yeah.
ex to like supposedly they think they're gonna like fall back in love, but no,
Exactly.
because it's all
Yeah.
said and done. But yeah, no, I feel like that's just a little fishy, especially if like they're family members of your current spouse like insist on having a relationship with the ex. I think that's also a really big red flag because
Yeah.
just like what I don't know, just so weird.
And
So weird.
especially like what also if they're like maybe the couple's getting engaged,
Yeah.
or even married, and the sister or the brother, the mom, dad, they're still in communication with them.
Yeah.
That's just weird. I would say run.
Yeah, that is weird. That's weird. You have to set the boundaries for that because it's just like
Yeah.
at what point like
Okay, so who
is it
sets
too
the
much?
boundaries? Would it be the family member or the significant other?
I think the significant other would have to tell their family, like, hey, listen.
Okay, so for example, let's just I had you as an example.
Yeah.
So your boyfriend needs to set the boundary
With his family.
With his family, or would it be you?
Well, I feel like he should know. He should set the boundary with
Right?
his family.
Okay, me
and
too.
be
I
like,
agree with that.
If you're going to have a relationship with them, then kind of, I would even say like, don't even tell me about it. Like, I feel like that's what like the let's say if we're saying a man, right, in the situation, like the boyfriend should say that to his family, be like, listen, like, don't tell me, because imagine they go and hang out there, they come back like, oh yeah, like, since you use the name Sally, like, Sally's doing great, like she's doing this and that. Why are you keeping tabs? Like, why are you updating him on it? He doesn't even know anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like they should know that. But if they don't have that boundary, then I feel like you're in all your right to be like, why do you need to keep up with this person?
Yeah.
Like, so hopefully then they can set the boundary, because I feel like that's just weird.
That is weird.
That's
I don't know.
weird.
And
It makes things too complicated.
I do know people that do that though.
I know. And that's also
I do
rare
know
though,
that.
because I feel like, what are the chances that like the family like falls that in love with your significant other?
And why can't they just fall that in love with your new significant other?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that's true. And sometimes that ends up like just like jeopardizing the new relationship too,
Yeah,
because then
yeah.
how can you have a relationship with this new person if you are so hung up on the last one as the family?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right. So
Yeah.
okay. So that was mine.
That
So
weird.
I say red flag.
Yeah, definitely red flag. Definitely red flag. Okay, so here's another one that I've actually encountered in my life. So it's when somebody, like a friend, person, whatever, like tries so hard to like pin you against your sister or make you not like your sister.
Red flag.
Red flag. I wish we had a flag here, because 100% red flag. I've had that happen to me before, where people would see that we're so close and everything. So I've
Yeah.
had people before tell me like you don't need to hang
that
out, that
close.
close to your sister. Like, you don't need to hang out with her all the time. Like, you can hang out with other people. And I'm like, of course, I have friends and everything,
Of
but
course. We have separate friends.
we have separate friends, and we've had, growing up, going to
Yeah.
school and everything, high school, college, everything. We've had friends. We go out with our friends. But the truth is, I have the most fun with you.
Same.
We have the most fun together. So, and of course, I still go out with my friends. You go out with your friends too and everything. But it's just like, I don't see it like, and that's how I always felt too. It's not like an either or. It's not like, oh, because I'm close to my sister, then I can't have friends, or because I have friends, I can't be close to my sister. I feel like, we're allowed to have there's so much room to love, enjoy being with so many people.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a huge red flag. Whenever, like I said, this person who did this specifically to me, I was like, as soon as I was noticing how they were just trying so hard to be like, oh my God, and your sister did that? Like, I can't believe they would do that. And I'm just
What?
like, what? Obviously, like, why? That to me, that was just immediately red flag in my head. Because I'm like, why do you want me to not like my sister? Because it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
What's going to end up happening is both of us are not going to like you.
And that's what ended up happening. I don't like that person because
And I don't like them either, because I know who you're talking about.
Exactly. Because I'm just like, what is your purpose in doing that? Do you know what I mean? Like,
You're never going to break a sister bond.
Never.
Ever. At least our sister bond will never be broken.
exactly, never. That's why I'm like, honey, try again somewhere else, because it's not going to work here.
It's not going to work.
here.
No.
Why would they even try to do that? What is the purpose? Who, like,
know,
who wakes up and is like, you know
what
what?
do
Let
they
me go
say?
get these sisters to hate each other. Like, what?
What does it say? Misery loves company.
Yeah, misery loves company.
That's what
exactly.
it is.
Yeah. So,
So,
anyways,
red flag.
Red flag for sure.
So that brings me to another kind of thing. So for me, it's a red flag. You tell me if it's your red flag. Someone who stays friends. So this kind of goes both ways.
Yeah.
They stays friends with someone that you don't like,
Yeah.
or kind of that they're your good friend and they don't know which side to take if something were to happen between you
Yes.
and another friend.
Yes. red flag, 100% red flag as a person.
Red flag for me.
Yeah, red flag, because that is so crazy, because it's happening before too, where like you have a falling out with a friend.
Yeah.
And you have a mutual friend, because even in friend groups and everything, there's always people who are more friends than others.
Yeah.
And like, I had my other friends, and when me and this one person had a falling out, this other person that was more my friend, they only knew that other person because of me, like through me, and they never were like hanging out without me or anything like that. So it was just like weird. Then when we had a falling out, they were like, oh, I don't know whose side to take. Like I see both sides and everything. And I'm like, what? Because I'm just like, you don't even know them.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? And so to me, that is a red flag, because I'm just like,
where's the loyalty?
Where is the loyalty?
Especially because you've been friends for so long and everything.
Yeah.
So I guess that also determines some stuff too. Like, how long has the friendship been?
Exactly.
And all that.
All that plays a part, for sure.
Yeah,
all
plays a part for that.
Yeah. But then also, like you're saying, because that's like one side of it. But then the other side, kind of like you're saying, is like people who you have sometimes you have like an enemy, even though it's hard to say, but
you're not enemy,
just but somebody that you
big falling out with.
Yeah, somebody that you like steer clear of. You're like, you know what, I don't want to be friends with them. I can't even.
They wronged you in some kind of way. They hurt you.
Right.
They've
or
done
their
something.
energy is just like, you're just like, they're so negative. I like stay away from them, whatever. And then like your friend or like your best friend is like friends with them or stays friends with them even after having that falling out. Like, is that a red flag too?
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
That's 100% a red flag. And that also goes to another red flag, I think. When your friend is so problematic.
Oh, God. Yes.
And has so many quote unquote enemies.
Yes.
And they now want you to be enemies. Like, I say enemies loosely. Like, they want you to not be friends.
Right.
With all these people that they don't like.
Oh, 100%.
That's also a big red flag.
That's a big one. And that's a big consideration in this whole thing too. Because if you have a friend who has problems with like everybody in the world, there's no way that you can keep up with that and not be friends with all the people that they're not friends with.
You can't. So you need to make sure what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to see the sides. That's true. Yeah. That's so true. But what I was referring to as before was like somebody who like doesn't really have problems with anybody, but they have problems with this one person.
That's what I was thinking.
And then your best friend being friends with them, that is a red flag. Because it's just like, if you're my best friend, like if we have this super strong relationship, like, been friends forever, and you know that this person wronged me in some way, and then you choose to still be their friend, that's when it's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
But assuming that like the person doesn't have a million problems, because like you were saying, that is, I feel like so many of these, from experience. But no, I've known people.
It's happened.
It wasn't like even like a close friend of mine, but I've known people who they had so many problems with different people, and they kind of wanted also like me and other people to like not be friends with all the people that they have throughout their life, like gotten into trouble with. This is like high school stuff, okay? This is like, middle school, high school stuff. But I'm just like, I remember telling that person straight up, I'm like, listen, I have no problems with them, and I'm going to proceed that way, because I'm like, I can't hate like 100 people just because you hate them. I can't.
No.
And I'm not going to. It's not fair. So I remember I was just like, you know what? I'm going to let my own experiences like with those people.
Right.
And then I'll decide, do I want to be friends with them or not? Because I can't go off of your experiences, because you obviously like, you have a lot of problems with a lot of people. So it doesn't seem like
it's not. Yeah. At that point,
everybody else.
Yeah. At this point, it seems like it's that person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And going back to the initial one.
Yeah.
If, for example, between you and me.
Yeah.
Let's say. If someone, wronged you, hurt you, did something negative to you, there's no way that I would stay friends with them.
Exactly.
That would be such a red flag if I would stay friends with them knowing that they have hurt you.
Yeah. And that's true for sisters. I feel like that's another standard, because sisters, I think that's just all sister, like that I've seen, like all sister duos and everything, even more, if you have 3 sisters, 4 sisters, whatever. But I feel like that's a common thing. Like, it's so hard. Like, I can't be friends with somebody who's done something bad to you either. I just couldn't.
No.
There's no possible way, because there's just no way.
So loyalty is within the sisters.
Of course, yeah. And there's like, no, if you know how they say, like if you hurt my sister, you hurt me, because that's really how it is.
Yeah, that is.
I wouldn't be able to get over like whatever they did to you. I wouldn't be able to get over it. So there's just like, I couldn't even hold a conversation with them. I wouldn't be able to.
No. The friendship is over at that point. It's
friendship is over. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so I have another one. This is when somebody can't be happy for you. And I know we kind of talked about this in another episode a little bit, but I feel like this is a huge red flag when it could be a friend, it could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, even family members. Yeah. When somebody can't be happy for you, that's a huge red flag. You need to get them out of your life, because like, what is so hard of even just being like, oh, congratulations, or even just like, you don't have to say that, but even just like being happy for somebody. Like, that's nice to just be happy for somebody if something is going well in their life, even if your life is like going down the drain. You should be able to be like, you know, I'm happy for you or whatever, you know, to somebody else. Like if they get a new job or if they, you know, buy a car. Because I feel like that's a lot of times I've seen a lot of people get like, even like a little bit, I don't know if it's, I don't want to say jealous, I hate using that word, but people get a little angry sometimes when other people
I have a little story with that.
Do good. Yeah.
I remember when I got my first car, which wasn't too long ago. I had this, I guess boyfriend, we can call him. A friend, a boyfriend. Anyways, so I go and I show my car to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, look, I got my car. I have a new car.
Yeah.
And he was pissed.
Yeah.
He was so angry.
Yeah.
He was so mad. He couldn't even say like congratulations. He couldn't like, and I couldn't believe it because this is the guy, like, he's my boyfriend. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wow, you know, he's gonna be so happy for me.
Yeah.
He knew that I was working hard, you know, to get this
Exactly. Yeah. You bought it with your own money.
to get this car. I bought it with my own money. You know, I was still in school and I bought it with my own money. So it was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
And he was angry. He was so mad.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
That is a huge red flag because why can't they just be happy for you? Or even just like, you know, I don't know, just you don't have to be like jumping off the walls, but you can just genuinely be like, oh my God, like I'm so proud of you. Or like, that's great. Like, wow, love it.
Exactly. I wasn't expecting a party or anything,
Yeah.
but I was so excited. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I bought my car. I finally got it.
Yeah.
And he was just like straight faced and just like nothing, like
Yeah.
angry.
I know.
And I was like, I'm going to go, because I wanted to add some stuff, you know, I wanted to put like different things in my car.
Like a little spoiler. Stuff
Spoiler.
Like that.
I wanted to do the exhaust so it can make like, you know, some noises, whatever, when you accelerate.
Yeah.
All this stuff. And so he was angry.
Yeah.
He was mad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was just like, wow, like this is such a red flag.
And shows the true colors.
Shows the true colors, yeah.
You just like, you know, especially when you're like in a relationship or anything, you should kind of be like a unit. So it's like your win should be my win, you know, type of thing like that. Like that's how I feel even about like family, you know, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
Friends too. My friends, I'm always happy for them, but like especially my family, I'm like, oh my God, like if you win, I'm winning. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I just feel happy that you're doing good and everything. But that is so true. And I even saw a video on TikTok about this, specifically about cars and like how like different friends react to you getting a car. And there was like this guy and he did this one reaction where like he gets, I think, like a BMW. And I don't even know about BMW, so please don't take this for, you know, like this is whatever I remember. But he was like, oh, like you should have got an M6. Like, oh, you got an M5, you should have got an M6. Or, you know, people who say things like that. Or immediately when they see your car, like, oh, that's the car that I wanted, or something like that, you know. And that happened to me because I remember when I bought my first car, I was like showing people and like, you know, different in there, and I remember somebody's reaction was like, oh, you bought the car of like so and so's dreams, and I'm like, what? And then I go to so and so and I'm just like, oh, is this the car of your dreams? 'Cause I'm like, what the hell? This is my first, you know, like this is not any type of like fancy car. This is just, you know. But anyways, and the person was like, no, like, I love your car, like, but no, that's, like, not the car of my dreams. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, why are you even saying that, you know, the other person? But I never went back to them. I just kind of.
I just left it at that.
Yeah, just took internal notes. And I'm just like, okay, like, they got a problem with it or some type of problem. But
sometimes people just, I guess, maybe, I don't know how to react. Exactly, maybe. Yeah. Or it's kind of weird for them to be, and that's the thing. It's hard for them to be happy for someone else, just like the what we're saying. Yeah. Which is a red flag. That's a red flag. Why? Like, why can't you be happy?
Yeah. If you're somebody like that, you know, or whoever is like that when like they literally can't be happy for somebody, like you're saying, they even like maybe feel awkward, like saying weird. That's weird. That's I'm like, you need to dig inside yourself and be like, why do I have a problem with being happy for others? And like, you don't have to be over the top, like I'm saying, but just even congrats, or like just genuinely being happy. I remember my friends getting like new cars and they're like, oh my God, like I love it, like it's so cute, like whatever, blah, blah. Like it's not that serious, you know. It's just like
even if it's just saying wow. Like, or like, I'm so happy for you. Exactly. Or just like, I don't know, a simple congrats. Like, you don't need to go over the top and be like yelling and screaming and hugging and all this. No, just, wow, congratulations. Like, genuine congratulations. Yeah. Like, that's not sarcastic.
Exactly. And like, just being like, oh, wow, I'm so happy for you that you were able to like save up your money and buy this car or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah. But, you know, some people find that hard to do. Yeah, exactly. They need therapy.
For real, though.
They do. I feel like they do. Therapy is wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, so I have my next red flag that I think is a red flag, okay? This might be a little controversial to people out there. So tell me what you think. Also, you guys tell us what you think, okay? Because this is something that I have just observed.
Wait, put in the comments below, okay?
Yes, please. please, let's start a fight in the comments. No, no, because I feel like everybody, you have a clear side. It just depends. Okay?
Yeah.
So for me, a red flag is, this is for girls who have sisters. Okay, if you're a girl who has sisters, I feel like a red flag is girls who only have brothers.
Yes.
They're a walking red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag, because I just noticed, and this is not everybody. I don't want to categorize every single person, that only has, and I'm talking about girls who only have brothers. Because even if you have one sister, you're different.
If you have a brother and a sister like that.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different.
If you are a girl and you have a brother and a sister, then you're good. Like, you're not in this category. But I'm talking about girls who only have, like, let's say you have two siblings, you're a girl and you have one brother, or three brothers, or four brothers, or whatever it is. But the point is, you don't have a sister. To me, that's like a red flag, because I just have noticed in life, that going out throughout life, that girls who have sisters, I feel like we're different kinds of friends than girls who just have brothers. I've just observed this. Okay, like I'm saying, it's not. I agree. Not 100%. Like, it's not foolproof, but I have noticed that girls who have sisters get along better with other girls who have sisters.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls who have brothers, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah.
Girls who have brothers are a little more rough.
Yes.
Rough around the edges, a little more aggressive with how they like kind of are.
Yeah. Even their jokes, sometimes they might be a little bit more like
aggressive,
maybe more aggressive, a little more rough. Maybe we're too soft, girls who just have sisters. I don't know.
I don't know, but there's a lot of more, I guess, like feminine energy in the house when you have just sisters.
Yeah.
So it's very, and you don't know how a boy is, because like us being only two girls with our parents, it's a lot of feminine energy.
Exactly.
And we're not like rough and tough and like that way around each other. Or
no, our house is very girly, because even like the movies that we watch and everything, like even, we were younger, we'd always watch like, the princess movies, stuff like that. And then like as we grew up, like rom-coms and stuff, even to the point that I feel like our dad too, like he likes more of those kind of movies. Like, he's not really the kind to like action or like this, because I feel like he just has all this like feminine energy around him that he can't help but just like, I guess now he likes our things. And like, I guess that's the whole point of being a girl dad too, because you know how that whole thing about being a girl dad?
Girl dad makes you, I feel like, more in touch with your emotions and just more loving and just more,
and like more soft. It
makes you softer because you have a girl, and
or multiple girls,
even,
and it's just different.
It is different.
But yeah, so I feel like this is a red flag. And the opposite can apply too. Like, maybe girls who have brothers, they're like, girls who have sisters are a red flag to me. So that's like, I mean, that's fine. That's very possible. But I just have noticed that like girls who have brothers get along better with other girls who have brothers. I feel like they have more in common. And then same for me. Like, I feel like some of the best friendships that I've had in my life are usually girls who have other sisters.
Yeah.
And they might have a brother in there too, but they have the majority, like, sisters. Like, they have at least a sister, because I just feel like we're different. I feel like
we're also more loyal.
Exactly. And I feel like this is controversial again too, but I feel like we're better friends. I'm not even kidding. I feel like we're better friends because we've had a built-in best friend since we were like born,
Yeah.
Especially me being the second child. Like, I've had you since I was born. So, I've just like always known how to have a friendship with a girl. Like, I feel like, you know what I mean?
You know how to be a good friend.
Exactly.
To like, another female.
Exactly. Exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe that's true. Maybe like girls have brothers. Maybe they get along better with boys. That could be a thing too. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like I've observed throughout life that I feel like girls who only have brothers, they're built a little different. They're just built a little different.
They are. I feel like they're just different. We can leave it at that. They're different.
Yeah, but no hate. No hate if you only have brothers. That's okay.
No hate. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, for real.
Do you only have brothers? Do you feel like it's a different relationship with other girls that have like sisters?
Yeah.
Than with girls that have brothers? I don't know. Let us know.
I know. Let us know. And like, for real, take a look at your life and notice like if you are a person who only has sisters or only has brothers or whatever, and like just see your friends and what like their siblings are. That's
sibling dynamics.
Sibling dynamic. Exactly. So I feel like that's I feel like it plays a role. I don't know.
I think so. And I consider that a red flag if you only have brothers. Okay. So this is about for friendships, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a red flag when your friend finds any opportunity to put you down, make fun of you, or if someone makes fun of you or laughs at you, they're quick to do the same to you. And they never like stand up for you. They're never like, they're just ready to like jump on the bandwagon.
Red flag for sure. Red
flag. That's not a friend.
That's not a friend, because if somebody's making fun of my friend, for example, I'm not going to pick a fight with them, but I wouldn't be laughing along, because I would just
I wouldn't laugh.
And if anything, I would say it in even a joking way. I'd be like, hey, like, stop. No,
like, that's not nice.
Yeah, like, don't do that. Like, I would at least at the bare minimum do that, because I'm not gonna be like having somebody bash in front of me, just be like, ah, haha, you're so right. Like, no, I would never.
Or a family member. This could go also.
Or
for
or a family member. Exactly. Yeah. So definitely red flag for me.
Red flag for me too. That's a no. I consider myself a loyal friend.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. If I'm your friend, I'm not gonna be like saying things behind your back. I'm just not.
No, there's no way. Especially for good friends. Like,
yeah.
that's not the friendship that I want. I'm not going to be laughing at you or making fun of you or anything.
Exactly.
In your face or behind your back. That's just so wrong.
Exactly.
If I'm your friend, I'm your friend.
Exactly.
Unless you do something wrong to me, then we're no longer friends.
That's a different story. No, but I expect the same in return. If
I expect
I'm
the same,
loyal,
yeah.
so I expect for my friends too to be nice to me. And if somebody's making fun of me or something like that, like, it's not the end of the world because I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
But just from you as my friend, I would like to see you stick up for me maybe, or even just...
And it doesn't have to be like...
Yeah.
Getting into a fight, but as long as it's just like not even a reaction. No reaction is a reaction.
Yeah.
So not laughing that's I feel like that's sticking up for me.
Exactly. Yeah, me too. Because it speaks, that you're like, if somebody's cracking a joke and you're just not laughing, then that person would be like, oh, wait, they don't like that. Let me stop. Maybe. You know what I mean? So it says something already.
Yeah, and it's not just a joke. It's like making fun of you. That's what I mean. Like poking at you or like trying to put you down. If someone is trying to put you down. And then they're laughing about it.
Like insults, because we know people can be like, oh, it's a joke, but it's clear when it's an insult. It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some speed ones. I'm going to just tell you a few that are like have come to my mind.
And we'll just do red flag or what?
Okay, here's one that I have heard. It didn't happen to me personally, but from other friends, okay? When you, and I'm going to say this from the girl's perspective, okay? Like, let's say you have a boyfriend. Okay, you're in a relationship. And you have your friends that are not his friends. Like, you guys are now like, you've integrated some friends. But this person is clearly your friend, and they... Stop texting you to hang out, and start texting your boyfriend.
Oh God, red flag. Do not text my boyfriend. Don't talk to my boyfriend.
That's a real red flag.
That's a red flag.
Because why are you now texting him to hang and to ask? And that person was asking for both people, for the couple to hang out. But why are you texting him if you're my friend? This didn't happen to me again. I'm just saying, I'm just embodying the girl's side.
Right. Yeah, like, I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah, it's not about me, but I'm just like, that is a huge red flag, because
red flag.
You're friends with me. Text me, right?
Why are you texting my boyfriend, my husband, or whatever it is?
How did you get his number? Also,
how did you get his number? Why are you calling him? Why are you texting him? Don't talk to him. Don't look at him.
Talk to me. Yeah. Ask me, do you guys want to hang out? And I'd be like, I would respond accordingly. Like, yeah, we can hang out. Or what if I just want to hang out with you? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just
why are you including him now? I mean, it's nice, but include him through me.
Exactly. Be like, hey, do you guys want to hang out? It's fine if you bring your boyfriend, whatever. Because some girls too, they're like, oh, let's hang out with just girls. That's fun too, but... So, anyways, that... Red flag.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the speed round.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a different one. Going into your bed with your outdoor clothes.
Disgusting. And red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag, because I've seen people, people go out in their pajamas to the store, right?
That's disgusting.
And, if you want to do that, no hate, but how are you getting back into your bed?
That's so gross.
Because I've seen people, I've been at the grocery store, and I see people in their pajamas, and I see their pajama bottoms dragging on the floor. Okay, I can see the dirt on their pajama bottoms. And I'm just like, I know you better not be getting back into your bed with that.
You know what you made me think about? What about this? The person has their little flip-flops on.
Oh, no.
Okay, and it's like raining and muddy. And they have like mud and dirt in their toes.
I've seen that before. That
is disgusting. Red flag.
Huge red flag.
What about, okay, this is another one because, I don't like feet.
Yeah, me either.
A man that wears flip-flops with jeans.
Oh, God.
That is disgusting.
That's a red flag for me. Keep your toes undercover, please.
Especially men with don't show your feet, men. Yeah. I feel like men should not be showing their feet.
Me too.
Keep that for your house.
Keep that for your house. Keep it for the beach. I feel like the only acceptable part is if you're by the pool or the beach.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Then let your toes out. Otherwise, keep them under wraps.
Do not be wearing flip-flops with your toes sticking out and your jeans are covering half of your foot. That's disgusting.
It is disgusting. Oh my God. Red flag.
Okay, so I think I don't know if we have any other ones, but I thought of one more.
Okay.
You sleep with your socks on.
Yeah.
That's gross. To me, that's gross.
That's a red flag too. Because I'm like, why? Let your feet breathe. You know what I mean? Let them have some time. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like.
Also, your feet get hot. I feel like.
I don't know.
I
could never sleep with socks on. I love just feeling the sheets and everything. Like, I don't know. I could never. So yeah, red flag. Why do you sleep with your socks on? Are you really that cold? Put on some blankets.
Yeah, put an extra blanket.
Because I'm always cold and I keep myself nice and warm with blankets.
I like to sleep when it's like a little more cold. I like to feel cold.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel cozy and it makes me sleep better. But I could not be putting socks on to get into the bed.
Yeah.
That is gross.
That is gross. And I've had to do that before because I was just like, one time at a hotel, I don't know, I just felt a little like, not, like I felt like a little creeped out. So I did sleep with socks on. And that was horrible. That was horrible. It felt so like weird. Yeah. So I could never do that on a regular basis. But I know people who think it's weird for people to not sleep with socks on.
People have special like sleeping socks.
Oh, goodness.
I've heard of that.
But yeah, I mean, if that's you, if you sleep with socks on, let us know why.
Let us know. Yeah, why? What do you, I don't know. What does it do?
Yeah, what does that do for you? Like, what is it? Does it just
you feel cozy?
I don't know. Do you do that in the summer too? Because I'm like, in the summer, what about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's naturally warmer.
That's weird.
I don't know. But anyways, let us know what you guys think. What are some of your red flags? Because these are just the ones that we've thought about.
Yeah.
And yeah, things that sometimes have happened to us or not or whatever or others. But yeah, let us know what you think. Do you like these red flags? Do you think these are red flags or is it just us?
Yeah. And maybe we can do another episode like of all green flags.
Yeah.
Since we're doing just, to have yin and yang.
Exactly. Yeah. And see, some things are out there that other people might think is red, but maybe we think it's green, right?
Yeah,
like you never know.
Yeah.
So
just like these, you might think it's actually not a red flag. Yeah. Who knows?
And also Mother's Day just passed. So shout out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Happy Mother's Day to my sister.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, all the future mothers, all the women.
Yes. Everybody who acts like a mother to anybody, you know, if you're the motherly role, you're doing a great job. Because no matter what you're doing, being a mom is really hard work. So you're doing amazing. Being
a mom is very hard.
Yeah,
so
it is very
hard. Thank you to all the mothers.
Yes.
Especially going through labor.
Yes.
That's a crazy thing that all moms have to go through. All women that choose to go through labor.
Yeah.
It's crazy because we're putting our life at risk.
Exactly.
And so congratulations to all of us moms.
Yes. And shout out to the best mom in the whole wide world, our mom.
Our mom. I love you, mom. I love you, mamita.
Yes. We love you. But yeah, okay, guys, we will see you next week. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next Wednesday, right?
See you next Wednesday.
Yes. Bye.